Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So this video is all about how to make your outfit look more expensive. Are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. My first tip is going to be invest in a fabric razor and also a lint roller. Now, these are two of my hacks that I've always had in my styling bag forever. So I take them on photo shoots, they're in my styling bag, my closet, my handbag, you name it. Especially that lint roller, because I have two French bulldogs and for some reason their fur is always attracted to all of my clothing. So I'm always using the lint roller. But the fabric razor is really wonderful if you have sweaters that are pilling and looking old and just looking like they've seen their day. Don't throw them out. Don't donate them. You don't have to buy new sweaters. You can use a fabric razor. I'll link all the links below that I suggest, and it will literally change. It'll be like night and day with your sweaters or anything that's pilling. So those are two of my favorite little hacks to look more polished, more classic, more expensive. My second tip is to really know your body type. Know what really fits and what doesn't fit. So don't wear clothing that's too tight and don't wear clothing that's too big, like you're swimming in it. I mean, if you're following the trends that of the big baggy pants or the big oversized blazer, that's one thing, but really know your body type, because when people look at you, they're going to be like, wow, like, why is that so tight? Or why are her buttons being like pulled apart where it's not fitting her bust? Or really pay attention to really how things fit. This is a really great tip, ladies. And I've told you this before, is that I have tried on certain outfits and I'm like, this really looks good. Like I'll look in the mirror and I'm like, oh yeah. Then I'll take a picture of myself and look at it and be like, this, I would never wear this. Why does it look like this? So that is a really great way to understand if you are at, say you're at Nordstrom and you're trying on a bunch of things and you're looking in the mirror and you're like, this really looks nice. Take a picture of yourself in the mirror and then look at it. It's a different perspective. So this is how I've made a lot of decisions because, sometimes I won't even do this and then I'll get on set and I'll be doing this photo shoot and I'll see the photos and I'm like, this does not look right. Like what did I do? So that is a really great way to edit down and to know what really fits, what really looks good on you, and really put you in that direction of looking more expensive, more polished, more put together. Keep your color palette neutral. Now, I know a lot of people say that this is boring and it's like, oh my gosh, Nikol, please, not neutrals. I love color, I love patterns, what have you. But listen, if you're going for this more expensive look, and say it's just one outfit, if you are doing the monochrome look, like you're doing maybe the nudes, the creams, or you're doing all black. I did a really neat video the other day on TikTok where I was just kind of just building on my base. I did black pants and I did a black turtleneck. Then I added the camel coat over. So listen, you always look more expensive when you put on that camel colored coat. And then I did a little twilly scarf that pulled in a little bit more color, the gold, what have you. I did little booties that you didn't see it until I walked, but I had little gold detail on it. I did a structured bag, black sunglasses. I mean, this look really came together. This was really like, if you want to up level, I mean, it was so simple too, ladies. I mean, look at the base, black pants, a black turtleneck. Everyone has that. So this is a really great way to, if you're like, you know what, I want to look more expensive today. I'm doing a luncheon or I'm going to, the office or whatever you're doing, try it out because you're going to feel like $1 million. My next tip is to take the slouchy bags, the hobo bags, and change them out for more structured bags. I love this. It really does up level your look. You do look more expensive. I have a couple different bags. I have two actually that I really rotate and get so much use out of that are Carolina Herrera. I bought them on consignment. I have a black one and then I have a brown one. And they're structured. They have a handle. They have a strap. I actually wear them crossbody too, but I usually carry it by the handle. And this is really nice. If you're looking to up level on an accessory level, getting a structured bag, whether that is a neutral color, a black, or you just keeping with black, this is going to really up level and make your outfit look expensive. My next tip is to really get serious about your beauty and grooming. And I've been very, very vocal about this on my channel when it comes to manicures and pedicures. I stopped going to the salon in February of this year, 2022. I did not enjoy it anymore. I didn't like the dip process. I didn't like the experience. I didn't like where I was going. I didn't like anything about it. And I was like, this is really unhealthy. Just don't want to do it. So I went back to doing my own nails. I've loved doing them since high school. I think there's something really special about doing a DIY manicure. I can pick all the colors that I want. They're my polishes. They're not at a salon. I don't know. I just really enjoy it. I know some people don't like doing it or they say they're not good at it. I wasn't good at it either, but I've been practicing for so many years that it's basically like something I really enjoy. Pedicures also, I mean, there's so many things that you can do, but it does elevate your look. If you are walking around with your nails looking terrible and your cuticles and you're not taking care of yourself, it really is part of your style. Right? People do look at that. That really does up level you. So even if you don't like color, put on a clear polish. If you don't like that, then buff your nails so they're nice and shiny. A lot of things you can do that take really little effort, but make such a big impact. My next tip is to avoid things that really make your clothing look cheap, whether that is crooked zippers or having broken buttons or having frayed ends. If you have strings hanging from your shirt, what have you, don't rip them off, cut them. And you really want to invest in pieces that are really well made. And I'm a prime example of this, of not spending a lot of money because I do consignment, I do search. It's not instant gratification though. I'm not going to the store and just buying things, but I am investing in quality. I am investing in garments that have been around for a long time that do hold up and do the test of time. So there's a lot of options for you, but you really want to invest in pieces that don't have, patterns that don't match. I mean, that's a whole nother thing too, that really does look cheap. It doesn't look expensive. If you have a jacket and the pattern is like off a little bit, I know you've seen that before. You really want to pay attention to the little details, the buttons, the zippers, the stitching. All of those things do come and play a big part in looking more expensive. Then my next tip is, I think it's kind of funny because it's not against the rules. If you want to wear a mini skirt and you want to wear a crop top, it's totally fine. But if you're looking to elevate your look, I think that's for another occasion or what have you. So I'm not saying that you can't wear it because again, like I say with beauty, there are no rules. If you feel really confident in mini skirts or crop tops, what you do you. I am just saying that if you are going for this elevated, expensive look, we will save that for another time and we will wear, blouses that we tuck in, or we will wear a midi skirt or a pencil skirt or a skirt to our knees and it's really polished and put together. But that is something that over 45, you really want to pay attention to. You really want to pay attention to, the length of your skirt. And, I don't know, maybe there are a lot of us that are wearing crop tops. I wore crop tops when I was in my 20s. I don't wear crop tops or anything that is super croppy like that. I mean, listen, I'm wearing jackets over my bathing suits. Okay. That's kind of like my thing. I wear a crop jacket over my bathing suit, but I'm not wearing crop tops. But again, if you are going for this look of being polished and looking more expensive, you are paying attention to skirt lengths and you are paying attention to your blouse lengths and making sure that they're tucked in. My next tip is invaluable, ladies, and it's finding undergarments that actually fit and really do work well with what you're wearing. Undergarments can be a complete game changer when it comes to wearing a dress or wearing silk or wearing maybe a fitted pencil skirt. I mean, we have come so far with undergarments. It's just amazing. So making sure your bras are fitting properly, making sure if you need Spanx, or they have full body Spanx now, or they have shorter ones, they have all different types for every single kind of dress or you could wear a backless dress or one-shouldered or all of these things. I live for undergarments. And this is one thing to really invest in and really to look into and spend the time. I mean, now they have like bra specialists when you go to Nordstrom and you can have someone fit you and measure you properly and be able to, get the right garments. I have to tell you though, I have to tell you a funny story when it comes to bra measuring. So I'm very small, right? And I went to Victoria's Secret, this is years back, and I had these young girls like measuring me and they told me I was a 36 double D. And I was like, I'm like an AB cup, right? Always. So I said, oh, wow, double D. That's really interesting. And so it was like, they made me buy these bras. They're like, oh no, you need to go bigger because of, the way it's padded and what have you. And I was like, okay, I literally look like I had football pads as my bra. And I was like, this is so weird, but they're like the bra expert. I just think this is like, okay, I guess. So I went home. I told my husband, I'm like, guess what? I was like, I got measured or fitted for bras today and I'm a double D. And he's like, what? He's like, are you sure? I said, I don't think so. And it was like such a joke. We laughed so hard because I was like, I guess I kind of just like the fact that they said I was a double D and I'm really like an AB. So You have to be, be realistic, ladies. Like, don't let them tell you something like they told me. And then I was like in this fantasy land of like, oh, I'm a double D. And then I'm like, wait, I just got back to reality. I returned the bras, like, okay. And when I returned them, the girls were like, who sold you these? I was like, oh, never mind. I just, doesn't really matter. So make sure that your garments do fit properly. You do have the right sizing. And if you think it's wrong, definitely question it. My last tip is to add the right accessories. You can have a signature look with your accessories. You don't have to go over the top. You don't always have to change it either. So you can be with just gold, or you can just do silver, or you can mix metals. I pretty much have a classic staple kind of jewelry kind of rotation that I have. I just wear my wedding bands. I have the Elsa Peretti necklace that I got from Tiffany's. They still sell it. I've had it on for like 20 years. I have a signature watch and just studs. And I'll switch it up a little bit. I don't go overboard. I keep it classic. I keep it up leveled, and you can find your style. You can maybe do a signet ring. I mean, it just depends on really what your style is and what you really want to add to this kind of polished up level look. But you don't have to feel like you have to wear big chunky jewelry. You kind of want to stay away from plastic jewelry and things like that. Just keeping it simple, keeping it elegant. And ladies, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it gave you some great call out tips. And I'm sure you're going to be thinking about my bra experience, maybe you've had a bra experience too, because I know it's kind of new to have a bra expert. So if you have, please leave it below, make me feel better. And until my next video, I'll see you later.